Hello everyone, this is the Cupra Born VZ. I'm just doing a charging test. I just did 130 kilometers range test, but now we're gonna do 110 kilometers an hour range test. I charged to 90%. We're here on the highway, it's foggy, it's cold, -3 degrees. We need the heat. This car has a heat pump and 20-inch winter tires, and we're gonna see how far we can go. Charged, like I said, to 90%, then we go, and I wanna arrive with at least 20% on the other side. 110 kilometers. I just want to do this because a lot of countries don't have 130 on their highway. And what if you don't take the highway, if you just do a country road trip? I'm on my way, driving 113 on the speedometer, and I started with 90%. I have my heat at 23.5 degrees, my seat heater on 2, but I'm in range mode. So heat is reduced, but I see how it's going to be. I will drive the same route, maybe even the same kilometers. We'll see. The same distance. We have to wait and see. Yeah, weird thing. I have to accelerate. There's someone there who wants to desperately drive by because the fog is not enough. Yeah, on the way back with the 130 test, the last few kilometers, I got a warning that my sensors in the front are frozen because it's foggy and it's -3 degrees. Right now it's -2. And but before I drove from here, I freed them of ice. And it still got the warning, but then when I drove a kilometer, it was gone. I used 25% of my battery, drove 89 kilometers, or almost 90. Let's take 90. So we have 360 kilometers of full range. Consumption is at 215. The drive is normal as usual. I can drive my 113 all the time, but sometimes I have to accelerate to pass the car because other cars are coming faster from behind. But other than that, everything is fine. Haven't changed the heat setting. Still in range mode or eco mode. Everything is fine. I'm gonna turn around soon. Like I said, in the 130 kilometers an hour range test, it's nice to drive this car on a long distance trip. Very comfortable, very quiet, and of course at 110 it's even better, especially the noise. It's so nice, so disgusting out with the fog, eh? But it's fine. I think I will drive not the exact same way that I did before with the 130 test. I will drive a bit further. There I drove from 100 to 12%, and now I want to drive from 90 to 20%. So I will drive one exit on the highway further, and then we turn around. But it's still a while to go. I'm at 55%, so it's still a bit to go. I would say another 1.5 hours or so to drive. But it's just nice in here. I'm listening to an audiobook. I can understand everything. And at 132, that's very important to me. When there's a noise level that's not nice. And these 20-inch wheels are totally fine, the winter tires here. They're really nice and quiet. The Michelin. I like them. It's a nice drive. Yeah, and still the sensors in the front, by the way, work perfectly. They're not frozen over. Still minus 1.5 degrees, and I still have the problem that the car, when it's totally straight, doesn't recognize my touch, and I get a warning and everything, and sometimes I don't see the warning, and then the red warning comes up with the beeping. Yeah, I had that with the Skoda Enyaq 2 with the new version, but not with the Tavascan, which has the exact same steering wheel. That's what's so weird about it. I used 50% of my battery, drove 178 kilometers, that's 356 kilometers of full range. Consumption is still about the same. I turned around and navigated back to the charger. It's 66 kilometers. It says I will arrive with 20%, which would be perfect. See if it's really correct. I should arrive in 32 minutes. Can I drive 65 kilometers in 32 minutes? Yeah, I think I can. Almost. That sounds good. So, let's go back and see with how much range we arrive. If you need a charging solution for your trip through your country or through all of Europe, then check out Maingau Autostrom. With Maingau, you can charge at over 550,000 charging stalls all over Europe. You can start your charging process with the app, with a card, or with this tiny little chip that you can have on your keychain. And now they have a wooden one. Check them out in the link in the description below. Arrived with 19%. Car shows 249 kilometers. Google Maps says it's 254. So, if I take the kilometers driven and that I use 71% of the battery, I get to 357 kilometers of range. And I checked with my ID7 similar conditions. I had 389 with a smaller battery. But that's what you get today with the heat. And I turned down the heat, by the way, to 23 degrees even. But that just happens. It's cold and winter tires and everything, and you need the heat even though with a heat pump. I'm gonna charge a bit and then I'm going home. Range test Sunday is over. Thanks for joining me. But always a long day. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below, and here on YouTube there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.